Hey everyone, chaomix here. Wow, so it actually happened. Not only did we get Sonic news, we got 2 Sonic news. Insane. Earlier in the week, some tweets between the official Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account and Geoff Keighley were going around talking about attending the Game Awards. So likewise, people were speculating that we'd get some significant news for the franchise there. And yes, we'd eventually get confirmation that not only would the new Sonic Movie 2 trailer drop at this event, but also a trailer for the next Sonic game. Well, I'm happy to announce that we did in fact finally get some additional footage for the new Sonic game, and likewise, I have a lot to say about it. It's finally hitting me that there's going to be a new Sonic game coming out, because I've been in disbelief all the way up until now. So without further ado, let's get right into analyzing the newest trailer for the next Sonic game. Sonic Frontiers, we finally know the name of this next game. Okay, so right off the bat, that trailer was way longer than the first one that we got. I remember the first trailer dropping and feeling pretty underwhelmed if I'm being honest. It was essentially a 30-second video of Sonic's feet. No title, no gameplay, we didn't even get to see Sonic's entire face in it. For all we knew at the time, it might not even have been Sonic, it could have been his cousin Blonic or something. But despite this, I managed to talk about it for 20 entire minutes because I'm a big freaking nerd. So now let's do the same for this one. We start off with the exact same Sonic Team title card as last time. It's even got the same ancient ruins looking pattern in the background. From the last trailer, we speculated that this pattern hinted at a fusion of ancient and futuristic designs. The background is very rustic, but it's got this geometric looking robotic pattern that's etched into it. And it's finally safe to say that this is the theme that they're going with as we've seen in this trailer. Because we then transition into our first official scene where we see Sonic running away from something chasing him, digging through the ground and kicking up a whole ton of dirt into the air as the camera cuts to a bird's eye view shot of the forest this is all taking place in. This is 100% the same forest from the first trailer, and we finally get a wide angle on it from above. I really gotta say, the visuals for this game look absolutely stunning. Yeah, this scene in particular is CGI, but dang, it is beautiful. We can tell a bit about this area from this bird's eye shot. It's obviously a very dense forest with lots of trees, but we can also see hints of some type of body of water at the top of the shot. Like many other Sonic games, this one takes place on some kind of island, and we can actually confirm this by going to the new and official Sonic Frontiers website. So let's take a quick look. Frontiers.sonicthehedgehog.com. This is the official website for the new Sonic game where we can sign up for newsletters, see what platforms this game is for, look at some gorgeous looking screenshots, but most importantly, read up on a bit of this game's premise. Worlds will collide in Sonic the Hedgehog's newest adventure, an experience like never before. Accelerate to new heights and experience the thrill of high-velocity open zone freedom. Battle powerful enemies as you speed through the Starfall Islands. Landscapes brimming with dense forests, overflowing waterfalls, sizzling deserts, and more. This holiday 2022, speed into new realms. So yeah, this game takes place on Starfall Island, a completely new locale for the Sonic series. And really, just by looking at some of the screenshots, these are definitely places we've never been to before. A lot of people speculated that this game might take place in a more Sonic Adventure 1 styled setting with places like the Mystic Ruins and Station Square. But it's now confirmed that we're in a completely new area, which I'm actually really excited about. This game seems to be doing its own thing, and I'm really happy about that. No more Green Hill Zone or Chemical Plant, baby. Get that shit out of here. Returning to the trailer, we can see a pink explosion from the dust and these pointy robotic thorn-looking things shoot out. The color pink clearly seems to have some significance in this game. As seen in the first trailer, Sonic's boost has this pink and cyan aura with this geometric particle effect to it. So what does it mean? To get a better understanding of this, as well as a few other things we'll be talking about in just a bit, I'll be making references to a 4chan leak posted all the way back in January of 2021. Now, before you roll your eyes, just know that this specific leak has only aged extremely well with time, and many of the things mentioned within it have shown up in these past 2 trailers, only further proving its validity. I went over this leak in extensive detail in my previous trailer analysis video, so if you need convincing, go watch that video and come back here when you're done. But anyways, I'm very convinced that this pink color has some relation to the cyberspace realm that the leaker mentions. Apparently, Sonic is able to go through portals which transition him into these Unleashed-esque boost levels, which the leaker calls cyberspace. The theme of advanced technology is a really occurring one, and I think there's some connection to it and the other high-tech looking things from both this trailer and the previous one. The first occurrence of this is Sonic's crazy boost aura shown in the first trailer, and the next one comes from these spiky boys chasing Sonic in the second trailer. It's hard to say for sure what this pink cyberspace aura means, seeing as both Sonic and this evil thing chasing him seem to be utilizing its power, but hopefully that's something we'll learn about soon in a future trailer. Anyways, as Sonic is being chased, we hear an echoey voice telling Sonic to make a quick turn. It's a pretty feminine sounding voice, and I have a few theories on who it might be. At first, I was thinking that it was Tails. It sounds pretty similar to Colleen O'Shaughnessy, just take a listen.
Over here! Sonic, what's that? Sonic! Sonic!
But then, I found this now deleted tweet by Sonic's Japanese voice actor, commenting how wonderful Amy's voice was in the trailer. I don't know about you, but I don't remember Amy making any appearance here, and it certainly doesn't sound like any Amy voice we've heard before. That is, until I remember that Amy's voice actress announced a few months ago that she may not be returning to voice Amy, according to this tweet by the voice actress herself. So it's totally possible that this is a completely new Amy voice actress. And then the final option would be the rumored ghost girl of the 4chan leaks. It's really impossible to say at this point though, but if the leaks are true, I feel like this has gotta be that ghost girl. But anyways, the 3 glowing darts manage to catch up to Sonic and explode directly behind him. Sonic loses his footing for a second, but manages to regain balance and then charges up a super boost to try and lose his pursuer. Yeah, I'm just gonna be calling it the super boost for now, as we don't know what this thing even is. Sonic bursts through the end of the forest, only to find himself at the edge of a steep cliff over a large body of water, most likely too steep to jump down. Plus, Sonic isn't a good swimmer, so that really isn't an option. Sonic turns around, and right before we get a glimpse of what he's looking at, the camera fades to black and transitions to some in-engine shots of the game's more open environments. We first have this dolly shot going forward through a location at the edge of the island. A circular arch between these 2 walls of rocks can be seen ahead, which seems very man-made, suggesting this is not a deserted island, if you couldn't tell from the killer robot thing chasing Sonic. We're also able to see the vast ocean on the left side of this shot, but in the very far distance, we can see the edge of another landmass. We fade into another dolly shot a bit further ahead, zooming in further into this circular rock formation to see the landscape open up with lots of vast hills and mountains in the far background and this tower-looking structure straight ahead. Then we cut to a more swamp-looking location with thin white trees sprouting up from the shallow waters. Next, we cut to a scene with the Blue Rat himself, standing almost completely still. Wait, I've seen this idle pose before. Is that the Sonic Forces model and idle animation? The one that doesn't even blink? I want to say that his spines are shorter like how they are in Forces, but I could be wrong. It could be a trick of the eye because of the angle that we have on his head in this shot. But I don't know, I'm getting a slight red flag, but let's just move on and continue looking at the scenery. There's actually quite a lot to digest in this one shot. There are 2 of these large tower formations in the background, one right in front of us on the right, and one much more in the distance on the left. If we remember what the leaker said all the way back in January, Sonic traverses an open world with these Ubisoft towers, as he calls them. Essentially an area you're able to climb up, reveal a chunk of your map, and possibly even save your game. You can find these types of towers in all sorts of open world games like Assassin's Creed and even Breath of the Wild. We will be seeing a lot more of these throughout this trailer. The next most interesting thing is this triangular floating object on Sonic's left. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to make out what it is, and especially what it does. But it's the only time it appears in the trailer, so we'll have to just keep it in mind going forward and try to piece it together at another time. The final landmark I'd like to point out in this shot is this area down here with this open square-shaped ground and 4 small pillars at each corner. I'm thinking this may be one of the puzzles the leaker refers to being in the open world. Maybe there's switches that Sonic needs to press in order to open a door on this protruding piece of land right in front of it. All we can really do at this point is speculate. Our next scene is this shot above this ancient looking architecture that seems to be overgrown with foliage. It definitely looks a bit beat up, but actually we can kind of make out a lot of its design. And wouldn't you know, that's pretty dang similar to the background design on the Sonic Team title cards at the beginning of both of these trailers. Besides the ruins over here, we can also see a waterfall towards the top of the frame, leading up to a higher area which I'm guessing you'd be able to explore. This is an open world game after all. Again, we see another waterfall in this next shot, but also this strange looking monument right smack dab in the middle of the screen. It's got a similar design as the ruins we just saw etched into it, but what's most interesting is the circular hole in the middle. It makes me think that this might be a checkpoint, similar to the star posts found in the classic games. Just compare the shapes. And I'm guessing when you activate it, a light fills this empty circle-shaped hole. Because our next shot shows us another one of these stone posts, this time lit up with a red light. If it's not a checkpoint, I'm thinking it might be a place you can save your game or something that gives you a power-up. But I'm pretty confident that these are checkpoints given how similar they look. Anyways, there isn't anything else too notable in the shot aside for a few of the tiny ancient looking landmarks scattered about. Also, you can again see some mountains in the background, but they don't look like they have anything on them, so I kinda doubt you can actually go there. We then get a shot of a different time of day, so a day and night cycle is confirmed to be a part of this open world, which is honestly awesome. I can't remember the last time a day and night cycle was in a Sonic game, it's been way too long. But besides the time of day, there's a few interesting things here that I'd like to point out. The most obvious one is this huge bridge going across the top of the screen. It looks really high-tech, unlike basically everything we've seen so far, and it connects to this equally high-tech looking facility on the top right of the screen. We can also see this blue-colored paint on the right side of this hill wall with this pattern that almost reminds me of Sonic's Super Boost aura. I'm thinking this wall may indicate Sonic being able to perform a wall run parkour move similar to Sonic Lost World. Something that I'd actually like to see make a comeback if fleshed out properly. Anyways, it really contrasts with this extremely artificial looking bridge. The next shot pans over a really warmly lit landscape, which we can see consists of a ton of red and white flowers along with what seems like an afternoon time of day with a slightly orangish sky. And wait a minute, bro, is that a rail? Rail grinding confirmed, baby! But yeah, it probably is. It'd be kinda weird if there wasn't a rail in a 3D Sonic game. Then there's these two red platforms high up on the mountain wall, which I just imagine are for platforming, just making it easier for Sonic to traverse the open world. I don't think there's anything too significant about them. But what really confuses me are these weird wooden blob things on the ground. I really can't make out what these are supposed to be. We then zoom in forwards through a path leading to this large structure with a pointed top. There's a pillar in the distance, but along the way we have these curved arches similar to the one we saw in the first landscape shot. And then finally we get a good close-up shot up and around the quote-unquote Ubisoft tower, which consists of a winding trail that looks like Sonic is able to use to scale up to the top of this tower. Then we cut to this shot of Sonic running forwards in this extremely Sonic in the Black Knight-esque scene. It's very gloomy looking here, and Sonic looks straight ahead at something off camera in shock. The camera zooms right up towards his iris, where we're able to see the reflection of some huge purple glowing entity as we hear it emitting a robotic chirping noise. And then the game's title card, Sonic Frontiers. Available for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Holiday 2022. Surprise, the trailer isn't done yet. We get one last scene of the Goliath robot entity stomping its foot down right in front of Sonic, stirring up a ton of dust and debris. The camera pans up and we can make out what seems to be just the leg of this enormous robotic monstrosity. Who is this? Who do they work for? Are they related to Eggman in some way? Well, we don't know, because Sonic looks up towards his attacker, gets stanced up, and then the trailer fades to black. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait for the next trailer to hopefully learn what this thing is. But one thing I know is for sure. I'm glad that Sonic is back to fighting these kaiju-ass monsters again. So if we refer back to the screenshots from the Sonic Frontiers website, we can actually connect some of these places from the screenshots to the trailer. The first one is this screenshot with the Ubisoft Tower. A lot of landmarks match up perfectly with this shot of Sonic looking into the distance. You can tell by the mountain formations in the background. Both have this pointed mountain on the left, this slightly duller mountain next to it, and a series of smaller bumpy mountains after. We may also be able to connect this scene with the curved arches and triangular structure with this screenshot consisting of the same architecture. It is possible that this may be a reoccurring landmark, but the red and white flowers going towards this triangular structure tells me we may be looking at the same location. And finally, we have a close-up shot of this triangular structure, and I think it might be the same one we were just looking at. Although it looks a lot more green right in front of it, we can actually see the red and white flowers all the way on the left side of the screenshot, so I'm thinking it's the same one. So after hyper-analyzing this trailer, what are my thoughts? First, I'm just really thankful we're finally getting some information on this game. We now know quite a bit more about this game's setting from this trailer, and I just gotta say, wow, this game is absolutely beautiful. I am a bit concerned about how it's gonna play on the Switch though. Hopefully trying to make this game playable on the Switch doesn't come at the expense of the other consoles. But really, this game seems to have a lot higher of a budget for once. The CGI trailer, the beautiful environments, the animations, it all looks leagues better than what we've previously gotten in games like Sonic Forces or Sonic Lost World. I'm hoping this is a sign that Sega is willing to put in the big bucks to make this game as great as it can be. While we've learned quite a bit about this game's setting, there's one thing regarding the story that has also been confirmed outside of this trailer. Ian Flynn will be writing this game. For those who don't know, he's responsible for the Sonic Archie reboot stories, as well as the IDW Sonic comic stories, which have all been praised to high heavens by fans. This is a huge W in a lot of people's books. And while I'm not super familiar with the comics, I trust the hype surrounding this guy because I've heard nothing but positive things about the quality of his storytelling. So that's all the good out of the way, but I do have a few gripes with this trailer. While I'm extremely thankful that we got something longer than 30 seconds, and they actually showed us what Sonic looks like, we didn't see any gameplay. And no, I don't count Sonic standing in his idle animation as gameplay. What type of gameplay is Frontiers going to have? Will it be more akin to Adventure, Boost, Lost World? A combination of all, something completely new? Will it have slope physics? How fast will Sonic be able to run? What does this new Super Boost let us do? I have so many questions and I just wanted some of them answered here, but we didn't even get an ounce of gameplay in this trailer. So my question is, why? This game is slated for holiday 2022, which is just about a year away. Surely by now they'd be able to show us something, anything relating to the gameplay for this game, right? Assuming there aren't any delays, this game only has a few more months left of development. Because after they're done with the gameplay, it still takes a few months to fix bugs and finalize everything. And then once that's complete, it also takes several months to make sure the product is manufactured and shipped to retailers. I'm actually kind of scared. I have this horrible feeling that this game is going through some type of development hell. If the leaks are anything to go by, this game has been in development for a few years now, and it releasing in 2022 would make it the longest time ever spent developing a Sonic game. I'm afraid that they're not showing gameplay because what they have might not be so good. I was really expecting to see something this time around, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit disappointed by this trailer in regards to the gameplay. I really hope I'm wrong, but man, I'm getting a few red flags here. Anyways, this has been my analysis on the new Sonic Frontiers trailer. I'll be doing a huge analysis such as this for each new trailer, so make sure to subscribe here to be in the loop on any new information regarding Sonic Frontiers. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this trailer. Are you hyped? Are you concerned? What are the things that you'd like to see the most in this game? And to take that discussion even further, make sure to join our community Discord. I'll leave the link to that in the description. And finally, thank you to all my channel members. You guys absolutely rock and are the #1 reason I'm able to keep doing YouTube on a weekly basis. If you'd also like to become a channel member for only $2 along with getting some pretty awesome perks, press the join button beneath this video or the channel membership link in the description for more information. And with all that being said, I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Peace.